Well, our internet may be acting a little wonky tonight, but this past week we uh, we were uploading the show and we noticed that Spotify had released the wraps for our podcasts for this year.
Tis the season. It's time for Wrapped. I'm pretty sure everyone has been sharing them. I know I shared the shit out of mine. Whether people are annoyed by it or not, I don't give a shit. But
Well,
we go
look,
yeah,
man,
being a podcast on Spotify, we also get our own Wrapped.
yeah, and we're going to talk about that, and we're going to share that real quick. Let's turn that on
Yeah, man.
so we can have a little look. See,
Yeah,
we got our listenership raised by 106%. And
insane, insane.
that is awesome, man. Thank you guys for coming in. That to all of the new people who have joined, and to everybody that's continued to listen to us. Uh,
Yeah, man. Our top
Fucking thank
episode was our first video episode, which is crazy.
Wichita Line, man. I know who would have thought that shitty song would be the best
Yeah,
one.
because I remember literally like a few days before that, I think because we were trying to get the Spotify video thing to get like the access to it was like an early access thing. We were one of the first, not
Yeah,
we were one of the first, but we were one of the like I guess first podcasts, I guess you could say, one of the few to get that
yeah.
early access. And we're like, you know what, let's fucking do it this week, whatever. And our debut on video ended up being our biggest episode of the year, which is crazy.
That is nuts, man. But and we wouldn't
Which
even,
also
and we
means
didn't.
people just like to hear us, torture ourselves, listen to shit. So I mean, hey, it works.
Yeah, man. And it was that Duff McKagan month that did it. I tell you, man.
Yeah.
Got Shotcast popular. Let's see what
Moronic
else.
November.
Our listeners are the devotee, and what's that say? I can't read it; it's too small. When your fans love your podcast, they really love it. They're quick to support the new releases
Supporting the
and
releases,
play their favorite episodes
their
over
favorite
and over.
episodes. Yeah, man. I have to say the fans are definitely devoted. I mean, I hate to use the term fans. Like our listeners are the people
Yeah,
who enjoy the stuff we put out each and every week. So
I don't like using the
glad.
word fans
So it's
either.
humbling.
it it
Yeah.
it kind of it kind of puts like there's a gap between us, in my opinion, a little bit. When really we the
Yeah.
guys, we're on Discord, man. We make ourselves available. So if you ever want to join us, tell us what you thought about the show, be it positive or negative. Jump in the Discord. We make
Oh
ourselves
yeah.
available
Join
to
the
you guys.
Discord, on our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, anything, man. Just send us some shit.
Now this one, I'm gonna tell you, man. I've never got emotional over anything, but this one kind of choked me up a little
Mhm.
bit. For 400, now I know 484 people might not sound like a big number to some people, but that sounds astronomical to me. That
It's pretty
484
huge
people,
for our podcast. Yeah.
we're the main thing they listen to, and
Yeah.
guys, that's a huge deal for us. Thank you. And like I said, we try to make ourselves available to you. That means so much to us. And we're in 1,385 people's top tens. That's fucking good. Also,
Tens. That's fucking
that's
really amazing,
that's
honestly.
insane. And hey, we love you guys too. We just want to say that. And what's the last one here?
Absolutely. Yeah. 132 episodes, 8,000 minutes of content, which is sounds like a lot. We put out a lot of shit. We're listened to in
We do put
66
out a lot of
countries, which
shit.
is crazy. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's insane. But
Yeah.
guys,
Think
thank
about it. We
you.
put out like a lot of shit.
We
Thank you.
do.
Yeah, seriously. I know we're riffing off each other here, but it really humbles us each and every year to see the stats, to see stuff just keep growing and growing, even by a little bit each and every year with our rap. Just looking at the stuff for this podcast, it's even if we did this just to like entertain ourselves, we would still have a good time. But it's good to
That's
know
what we've
that
done.
it's pretty much. But like, it's good to know that people actually like what we talk about, what we discuss, interact with us too, man. It's crazy. I mean, it's
Yeah.
humbling, really. And I think even on the topic of that, I did want to give a shout out to a Twitter user here who sent us some stuff, sent us a tweet recently. So usually around the time like Chinese democracy comes out, I always post our collections. I always say, check it out, whatever the stuff we reviewed so far. And I have to give a shout out to at Joe Madzy 15. Really, really touching, sort of inspiring tweet. He says, "I love your podcast. I love Appetite for Distortion. Shout out Brando.
Hit
Both your
up,
podcasts
Brando.
have gotten me through so much shit. Yeah, both your podcasts have gotten me through so much shit these last few years to the point that it's beyond comprehension. It's cool to listen to people shooting the shit about a band that we all dig. Unfortunately, and he says, especially because I have friends that aren't like-minded, and that kind of hit me too, because it's like,
Yeah,
my friends are all into other stuff too. Like I'm known as like the rock and roll guy to all these dudes, whatever. But like some of them still listen. They'll you know listen to their shit, and there's
I
always
know
gonna be
what he
people that
means,
aren't like
definitely.
minded. Yeah,
My friends don't
but
get it either.
yeah, yeah. But hey, man, you got us here, so shout out
That's
to
what
you,
we got
brother.
each other for. That's
Exactly.
definitely what we got each other for. So it really does feel good to feel like you know what I mean, like we're a positive part of the community, and that's very important to us because there's so much negativity in this community. When you start getting in other forums and things, and at the end of the day,
Yeah,
man,
just in general.
it's just nice to be on the good side of all of that.
Exactly. I
Yeah,
could not agree
but
more. So very extremely humbled myself and Dustin are this year. So
yeah, it choked
only
me up.
more coming for 2023.
Yeah, and we hope that you guys all stick around, and we hope that you enjoy everything starting right now. I hope you enjoyed this show because this show is a good one. We're going to be listening to "Take It Away" by Snake Pit. We're going to be talking a lot of GNR news, and I mean a fucking lot of GNR shit has
Dude, this is the
happened.
most GNR news I think we've got in the 4 years since we've done this podcast, which is fucking insane to me.
So let me tell you right now, if you're a GNR fan and you're listening to this show right now, the thing you think we're about to talk about, that's coming. Stay tuned. We're talking about that thing. And if you don't know what I
Yes,
mean, you
that
sure will in a fucking minute. I can tell you that.
this thing. I'm putting a
The
picture, kind
thing.
of.
The thing. You know the thing. All right.
John
Anyway.
Carpenter's the thing.
I don't know. The aftermath seemed a little similar. Uh, oh.
Listen, motherfuckers, to the show that should be heard. Download on your smartphone the show that you deserve. Streaming fucking bullshit, you know that's what we are. Podcast full of madness, isn't that absurd?
Ooh.
I realize I've worn the same thing every week on this show because we tape on Sundays, and Sundays is football day,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you can't be an armchair quarterback without wearing your uniform like the rest of the team. As I sit here and check the score
yeah.
tonight, the Chiefs are playing Jeff's team, the Bengals, and that's why we got to beat the Bengals, man. I can't let Jeff have this on me. So we got
Yeah,
got to beat
be
the
of those
Bengals.
Tigers. Want to be Tigers.
Last I
Fucking
checked, we
Tony
were
the Tiger
barely
with
beating
her.
them. It's been a nail biter, but with never mind all of that, man. We got so much shit to talk about today. Uh, let's
In,
start out
insane,
with
saying the amount of shit.
yeah, a lot of lawsuits going on. GNR's people are their attorneys and things are earning their fucking money this week. Because
Oh
first
damn
off,
right. Them them C&Ds are fucking flying, baby.
yeah, now you found a story because I hadn't heard this till you'd mentioned it. Somebody, a gun store, is being sued by the band.
Yeah, so I saw this on Twitter. Says Guns N' Roses sued an online gun store called Texas Guns N' Roses, alleging in court that the seller is attempting to con consumers into believing that the website is associated with the rock band.
Huh.
essentially. So a lawsuit alleges that Texas company Jersey Village Florist operates the online store, TexasGunsAndRoses.com. We just gave you a shout out, by the way, buddy, for
Woo.
selling firearms, ammunition, scopes, and body armor through the mail without GNR's approval, license, or consent. And I feel like this isn't the first time Guns has done something like this. I don't know if you remember, it was a Guns and Rose or something
Oh
similar
yeah,
to that. They sued some wine company because it was like a slight variation of the name.
yeah. I remember the Guns N' Roses. I think they've got. I mean, I mean, nobody them. Um, so in a way, I can kind of sympathize with them. But
Yeah.
I mean, this Texas Guns N' Roses thing has been going on for a while. Let me ask you a question. What would
Mm.
Texas Guns N' Roses sound like?
Um, the West Texas Rednecks from WCW. I hate rap.
I hate rap.
That's
I'm gonna
literally it.
play. I'm gonna have to share my system audio for a second, so I'm gonna have to mute you while I share this clip. But I've got a clip of Texas Guns N' Roses here, and I
Oh,
think
is this the
that
Bluegrass tribute?
well, it's oh, that was the punchline to my setup of the joke, right? Uh, anyway, here we go. There we go. Now it's playing.
We are the people that can find whatever you need. If you got the money, honey, we got your disease. In the jungle, welcome to the jungle. Bring you to your knees.
Oh, that's plenty. Get it off. Turn it off. Get it out of my.
I'll bring you to your knees.
Won't bring you
He's
down to
going the
your
fucking
knees, fella.
country roads. John
Oh man.
Denver, please.
So what are they gonna do? Are they gonna change the name, or what are they gonna do? Why not just be Texas Guns and
Um,
be done with it?
I don't know. They just basically filed a lawsuit in Los Angeles court, so I don't know what's going on with that. But it's basically so it says that GNR became aware of the name in October 2019. They sent a cease and desist letter requesting that they cancel the registration of the name. Then these the company decided to still use it and quote unquote intentionally trade on GNR's goodwill, prestige, and fame without GNR's approval, license, or consent.
That
So
sounds a lot
lawsuits say
like King
basically
Brazil.
saying it's yeah, pretty much. Uh, so the lawsuit goes, it says it's damaging to GNR given the nature of defendant's business, does not want to be associated with defendant, a firearms weapons retailer.
Okay,
There's
I
and
mean that
because of their
makes
political
sense.
views as well. So there you have it.
Well,
That's kind of the reason it's stated in the lawsuit.
I mean that all of that does make sense though, because the way some of those people like start to advertise and all that other shit when they start getting the NRA will come make a speech there or some bullshit, and they don't associate it
Yeah,
with that shit. And I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to be. I mean, I'm a gun lover,
yeah,
but like it's just it's a little out of control when you start like the government can't take my guns, and then you start a government organization to fucking force them down everybody's throat and make you not register them and all
yeah,
that shit. So
yeah. And you don't want to be associated with that. Yeah, that's in the name, but like it's not part of sort of the mantra or the motto. Then it's like you're just another scapegoat for the next fucking mass shooting or something.
yeah, and there'll just be more negative fucking publicity. I mean, I get it, man. And Axel don't want to have to fuck with doing interviews and shit like that. So I guess an ounce of prevention is worth
Yeah,
a cure. So I mean,
exactly.
I get
Especially
it.
the media nowadays. Why the fuck would you want to do an interview? Access, fuck
Yeah.
that. No time.
But speaking of guns and stuff, I think one of the big things and one of the big issues is gun safety. And I think we need to talk about gun safety and we need to talk about weapon safety in general. Uh, when I was a kid growing up in Mississippi, we used to, you know, do weapons safety as part of school, and
No shit.
gun safety is always, and gun knife safety is something. But there's a safety course I've never seen anybody do anything on, and I want to take a minute
Mhm.
to teach you a couple of safety items for another weapon that I haven't really seen anybody talking about a lot. And I happen to have one right here because handling the weapon is part of the safety of it. Uh, Now, in the when used improperly, this can be like a grenade, man. Uh, you never want to point uh, one of these, and if you're not watching on Spotify, well, you probably should be. It's a this is a this is a Studio Z DM38 dynamic microphone, and I don't know if you ever held one of these, but you feel how that's kind of that's a really hard surface. I shouldn't have even done what I just did there because this thing
Yeah,
could have
it's
exploded.
lethal.
This is a lethal weapon. Now, I recommend if you
Yeah,
have one of these in your home, you want to put it in a lockbox with a combination and put it out of reach of children so that they can't injure themselves or others with such a deadly weapon. And that's kind of a public safety shout out from us here. Um, just hopefully keep you guys safe because we love our audience and we want you to be safe. So just
exactly.
be careful how you handle those microphones. One person,
Exactly, man.
one person who didn't practice safe microphone handling this week was our boy Axel. As much as we
Yep.
love him, and wrong video.
Wrong
Uh,
video. That's another story for later on. A
yeah, we're
lot
getting to
GNR and
that.
Australia have a very contentious relationship. Is Australia the new St. Louis? It seems like.
Uh, might as well fucking be. Let's see.
Bro.
Let's see. This is the news clip of. Now, I'm not making light of the situation. I do feel bad for the lady that got hurt. Uh, but she got two black eyes when Axel threw the microphone. Where'd it go? There we go. And if you look, you can kind of see the spin here.
Boom. Yeah.
Yeah, and let me.
Yeah.
I can kind of see it. Like I didn't believe it at first,
Mhm.
but like if you look, follow the mic now. It's going to spin right before it hits the
Yeah.
crowd. And I think it could have hit her sideways like this and been able to do that much damage. But I think somebody else was trying to catch it. Let me put me up here so I can show you what I'm demonstrating. I think it probably came in like this, and it probably did hit her in the eye. But I think somebody in the crowd was reaching up to catch it and
Yeah.
punched her in the other eye.
Or again, someone came in from the side and like threw an elbow, try to like
Oh
throw
yeah,
themselves in there, kind of thing.
because it is kind of chaotic in that one little spot when that does happen. Um, But yeah, a lady got two black eyes, and I think this is the incident. And I mean, Axel ain't doing anything irresponsible here. It's just a freak accident. I think. I mean, it just happened. I mean, I really hate
Yeah.
that. And then the news is posting shit like
Oh,
Axel Rose blacks a lady's eye with the fucking, the way they spin it when they tell it on the
oh,
news.
for sure. Yeah. Which is like
And
the first time, very rarely. I mean, does like you hear like something like this happen when Axel tossed the mic in the crowd? I think a similar thing, even going back through GNR history, similar thing like happened as well. Ironically, also in Australia. Um, because I saw a shout out again, Brando. He tweeted about this. He said, "Oh, it must be something with mics in Australia or something." Because this was back in 2013. So Axel does the mic toss, whatever, and I guess some guy in the crowd there basically hit. I think it also hit him, and I think he had to do like get like $5,000 worth of dental repairs, and he tried to basically sue the band for it. I don't know what happened afterwards. They probably paid him a
I
little
think
sum out of court, and that's it.
I think we actually have footage of that.
Oh, possibly, yeah, because we have alternate angles going on here.
Yeah,
So
we got. Well, this is a completely separate incident. This ain't the
yeah,
first time. Here's a completely separate incident where Axel threw the microphone, and like this is a fan
yeah,
video, so
good, fucking
it doesn't have
nice.
any sound to it. But there you go. He's like closing the show now. He throws the mic, and oh, right
Oh,
there.
oh my
Did you
God, that
see
was a
it?
headshot.
Oh, right in the face.
That was a headshot right there, man. God damn. I was gonna say, Axel in a past life could have been like the starting pitcher for the Yankees.
And in the future, we're going to make it a recurring bit to find video of Axel hitting people in the face with the mic.
Dude, we got to start up a change.org petition for Axl Rose to be like the next QB for for the Indianapolis Colts. You got to represent Lafayette, man.
Let him throw the opening pitch in the World Series.
Bro, yeah. Yes. Yeah. Game 7 World Series. Axl Rose takes the stand. Ready.
Oh man.
And good fucking night.
Well, we're making light of it because it's supposed to be a comedy show, but this is the last thing we're going to say about it. Here we've got Axel's response, and it said, "It's come to my attention that a fan may have been hurt at our show." And of course, he's putting the R's in because that's his thing now. Axel didn't
Yeah.
used to do that, but he does now. It's come to my attention that a fan may have been hurt at our show in wherever, Australia, possibly being hit by a microphone at the end of the show when I traditionally toss the mic to the fans. If true, obviously we don't want anyone getting hurt or to somehow in any way hurt anyone or any of our at any of our shows anywhere. Having tossed the mic at the end of the show for over 30 years, we always felt it was a known part of the very end of our performance and that the fans waited and were aware of to have an opportunity to catch the mic.
Mhm.
Regardless, in the interest of public, regardless, and he could have put some commas here, bud. In the
Yeah.
interest of public safety, from now on, we'll refrain from tossing the mic or anything to the fans during or at our performances. Oh, sorry, my air conditioner came on. I was like, what the hell was that
Yeah.
saying?
I was like, it's got to take
Uh,
a pause for a second. Oh, deep
yeah.
inhale.
Unfortunately, there are those that in our own that for their own reasons chose to frame their reporting regarding the subject in a more negative and irresponsible, out of nowhere light, which couldn't be further from reality. We hope that the public, of course, our fans, get that get that sometimes shit happens. I guess is what he's trying to say.
Yeah, basically. I mean,
A
it
big
is what
thanks
it
for everyone's
is.
understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So now the tradition's kind of ruined, I guess, which kind of sucks. But
it does, man. I mean, I get it though, but
I
it
do,
really
I do.
sucks.
Yeah, it does suck, and I think if when there ever is a new GNR album, there has to be in the liner notes, "Fuck Australia," because first it was what to him complaining about the drones.
The
They're like,
drone.
yeah, there's a thing like I don't know, there's drones flying in like very close to the band at these concerts in the early parts of the Australia tour. Then he made some note about that. He's like, why the fuck are there all these fucking drones here? Like, please, public safety, man.
Why the fuck were why did they have a lot of drones and shit
I
then?
don't know. I guess some people, I guess, were flying in their drones or something to get like shots or whatever. I don't know. Maybe someone's they're trying to change the concert streaming game. I guess
Okay.
stream live via drone. I don't know. That's probably like an Australian thing. I don't know. We gotta some of our Australian fans. If any of you guys are listening from down under over there, let us know what the obsession is with drones over there. If you
I
fly one of those things over here in North America, it's probably gonna get shot down instantly if it reaches
so
a
did
certain
Axel say
altitude.
so did Axel say something on stage about a fucking drone or something?
No, no,
Or,
he did a note thing on Twitter like probably a week or two back. I think it was like last week or
oh,
something or somewhere on there. Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, so first was the drones, then the whole incident with the mic toss. There's one that we still haven't touched upon yet.
Which
Um,
one?
yeah. Well, is that the one we haven't touched upon yet during a certain song?
Oh, well,
We
let's
saw
do
a
that.
glimpse of old Axel for a few seconds.
Yeah. I promised. I promised a friend of mine. For those of for those of you that know, you know what happened. I'm not, and that's all I'm going to say about it. But I did
Yeah.
promise a friend of mine that I would show this on our show, just to be a dick. Uh, but I wasn't even going to talk about this before there was an
Mhm.
incident online where somebody pissed me off from being a jerk to a buddy of ours. And so I'm going to play this video here, and let's take a look at Axel stopped You Could Be Mine. Let's find out why. Australia too, right?
Yeah. Stop! Interpreter! Nah, I wish.
Okay, this is to the spotlight that I'm pointing at. I don't know what your deal is, but I've asked you to shut that off about 10 times now.
Fuck you, inanimate object.
I really want to do the show for the people, and I don't want to be blind. I don't know what's wrong with the light. We can't see
I'm
your
61 years old. I want to be
Sorry,
fucking
people.
blind.
We'll start over now. You can use that one, it's great. That one sucks. Please shut it the fuck off.
Do you hear the chat?
Take it off. Yeah.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
Or shut it down. Yeah. Shut that fucking light down. I'm going to be doing the rest of the show like this.
Oh God, you're blind me now.
For the naysayers out there that think Axel's being a dick, I'm going to do the rest of the show like this, and you tell me how easy it is to concentrate on what the fuck I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck.
I don't know, Chris Caputo. Where were you yesterday in Australia? Did you hit that lady in the face and say it was Axel Rose?
I would still be on the flight if I was coming back from Australia.
That's what you want me to think. I know you have a private jet.
It's a long and expensive plane ride, buddy. I wish I had a private jet. Air GNR, man. I didn't buy the merch.
Air Caputo. It's got his face on the side of the plane giving the finger to everybody that can't afford one.
Whoa, easy there. I'm not Drake. I was speaking of Air GNR. When they did that whole fucking little merch line, and they did not sell a toy airplane for that, missed opportunity number fucking 1074 for Guns N' Roses.
I know, right? If you're gonna do a stupid toy fucking children's book and all that bullshit kind of line, you might as well throw the airplane in there. That one wrote itself.
That would have been the precursor to the trucks. Then you do a train. So there you have planes, trains, and automobiles. Oh, come on.
And we'll do a toy boat. We'll do like a little toy boat to play with in the bathtub. An Axl Rose rubber ducky.
And since we only care about 3 members of this band anyways, you can have Axl as the airplane. I don't know, Slash is probably a train guy, and you know, give Duff the truck because it's Duff. I don't know. There you go.
See, give him something.
The holy trinity of GNR. It's Axl, Slash, and Duff now. So.
Oh man, but where's Izzy?
Yeah.
The Where's Izzy helicopter, so you can use it to hunt him down. It comes with a banner.
Listen, I this is our pitch right now to Team Brazil. If you want to find Izzy, you should hire us. We're pretty good PIs, low key.
Make a drone and sell it. Make a drone and sell it in Australia.
Yeah, this is the Izzy drone.
The Australia drone. The drone down under.
Drone.
Oh man,
it's funny, man. I've been seeing some really good jokes about this too. I saw like drones and mics should be the new Guns N' Roses album title.
Oh man,
fucking if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge Axl's mic. We were talking about that one earlier. That was
the next album's going to be called Guns N' Roses in Your Face.
Bro, that should be the next live era album. If you do a live album, it's called In Your Face Live.
Oh, that's the next Australian tour.
I don't know, man. After this, I don't think Axl ever wants to come back there. Too much bullshit.
I'm looking for a music video here called In Your Face.
I I swear,
Oh, there is one.
there's a lot of
Children of
rock
Bodom.
bands in your face. In excess probably did a song called "In Your Face." I think that album called "In Your Face." I don't know. In excess, we got any in
A
excess fans
weekend I
here?
can't feel my face.
Ah, the greatest song about cocaine, not named cocaine.
Oh man, that's funny. My face
Yeah,
hurts already.
goddamn. Yeah, when you're doing the whole gun, the safety thing, I had to mute myself. I was pissing, dying. I was like, "Wait, you told me you were gonna do something." He's like, "Oh, it's gonna lead into this, whatever." We're doing like pre-planning for this shit, and then he just pulls it out like this, like fucking Oliver Twist. Please, Sam, have some more. I was in tears.
Oh, that's funny. And you know what's funny is yesterday I broke it.
Oh, oh no!
Oh no, it was day four yesterday. Day four yesterday I broke it.
This
So
man
I got
broke
to get.
unregistered weapon.
I know, right? Got to go get some replacement parts for it, dude.
Damn
Let
it!
me tell you, I told this on the old 77, which will air tomorrow. I already told this on there, but for those of you that don't listen to the old 77, first off, please do. It's a great
Oh yeah,
show.
great
We
show.
we I really enjoy working with those guys. But okay, so Friday night, I had to leave. I had a doctor's appointment. I'm not as young as I used to be. I have regular doctor's appointments, mainly checkups. Nothing serious. You know what I mean? Just I have to go and I have to figure shit out. So I go regularly. But yeah, yesterday I went to the doctor's office, or Friday I went to the doctor's office, and by the time I got out of there, I only had like 30 minutes left. I could have went back to work for 30 minutes, but would have been closed in 30 minutes. So I just said hell with it and came on home. Well, on the
Hmm.
way home, I stopped at Mackie Doodles and I bought me a bottle of Dewar's. You may notice I'm just drinking water.
A bottle of, you say Dewar's?
Yeah,
What the hell? Mountain Dew?
no, it's a Scott.
Dewar's. Oh, okay. I was like, is this some
So
like American thing that they don't have here? Like it's high C or something? I don't know.
I don't know. I just bought Dewar's. I found it was a good tasting Scotch, so that's what I
Ah,
got.
Scotchy Scotch Scotch.
Yeah, that's why, and this is why I'm drinking water because I'm still feeling the effects of this.
Yeah.
So I get a few drinks in me, and so I'm sitting here and I'm trying to watch the new Wednesday Addams while I'm drunk. But I got drunk early in the day, which was my fuck up because I started drinking like right at 5:30,
Yeah. Day drinking,
and
afternoon drinking is always it's fun, but it's a bitch afterwards.
yeah, it leads to poor decision making. I found.
Oh yeah.
Uh, so I looked. I was like, "There's got to be," because I live really close to all the action in Jefferson City.
Hmm.
I'm not far from the city. I could walk into the city if something's going on. So I get on Facebook and I find out well on High Street they're doing a thing called Living Windows. And every year around Christmas, all the businesses on High Street will take their mannequins down, and in the mannequin window, they'll set up a little stage, and sometimes kids will sing Christmas songs. They'll have something different at every window. And it's just an all night show, and you walk down High Street and you look at the windows. And if your kid is in one of the windows, of course, you go see your kid do their thing. And there's a lot of people, thousands of people come out to that. So I'm like, okay, this will be fun. Well, I figured out, oh yeah, I'm not into all this Hallmark family Christmas bullshit, Hallmark Channel shit. And at first, it was a little fun. I was trying to get in the holiday spirit, and it was neat like the first two or three. And then I quickly got bored with this because remember, I'm drunk. I'm just wanting to go hear some rock and roll or something.
Where's the party? God damn it!
So I start heading to Bones in the alley, which we recently had a shooting. I need to
Oh
say something
fuck.
about that. And we have two bars next to each other. One's called J. Finney's and one's called Bones. Next door at J. Finney's, there was an incident last weekend right before this, and a man was shot. And so, definitely, you know, not making light of that at all.
No,
Just,
yeah.
I'm saying, it's gonna sound funny, like I'm trying to make a joke, but I swear, and it's funny because it's embarrassing to me, but I'm not using that as a punchline. I'm just telling what actually happened. So fast forward now to when I went out to Bonez this weekend. So I haven't been to Bonez in 3 years. So I go to the door that I think is Bonez because it's called Bonez in the Alley because the front door is in the alley, not on the front of the street. So you have to go down the alley just to get there.
Ah,
Uh,
yeah, that's a cool concept.
Yeah, so I'm walking down the alley, but the alley's brightly lit. It's not like a dark alley, and there's a lot of people
Yeah.
walking around back there too. So I'm walking through the alley, and I get to Bones. I get to a sign that says Bones. So I go, okay. So I open up the door, and the first thing I notice is Bones looks completely different. The bar's on the other side of the room. The pillars and stuff are out of the way, and I think, okay, they've remodeled. It's been 3 years. They've got a stage and stuff like that. I'm thinking, okay, this is pretty cool. So I go up, but I make sure that I'm in the right place. So I go up to the bartender and I say, "Hey, is this Bones?" And he's like, "Yeah, you're in the right place." And I was like, "Sweet." And so I ordered a rum and coke. And well, after I got my rum and coke ordered, he came over and I paid for it. And now I'm just waiting on him to make it.
Hmm.
Well, while I'm waiting on him to make my drink, I look around the bar and I noticed everybody in the bar all of a sudden hits the deck. Like, gets down.
Holy what the fuck?
So I go, what the fuck? Now, we just had that shooting last week, right? Right
Yeah.
next door.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, oh, fuck. So I hit
A
the
fuck
deck too.
repeat.
And I go behind the goddamn bar. Now,
Yeah.
I'm between the bar and the floor. I didn't go all the way, I went in the middle. So I'm between the bar and the floor on the opening the bartender uses to come in and out.
Hmm.
And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And it's somebody's surprise birthday party.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And I go, oh shit. I just wanted to go to Bones. I didn't know y'all was having no party here. And he's like, dude, this is and it turns out what I was in was the party room that you reserve.
Oh my god. You
And so I was
crashed
like,
someone's fucking party.
but I couldn't leave. Here's the
Oh
thing.
no.
I'm a little drunk anyway.
Yeah.
So I said to the bartender, I was like, what do I do? So I'm crouched down, ducked down like everybody. And then this little girl across from me is just being a bitch. And she goes, why don't you just leave? And now I'm pissed off, but I'm like, okay, bitch.
Okay.
I said,
With your
the reason I ain't
sassitude.
getting, I was like, because I looked there and said, because I just ordered rum and coke and I fucking paid for it and I haven't got my
Yeah.
drink yet. I ain't
Exactly.
going no fucking where without the drink I just fucking paid $8 for.
Yeah.
Kiss my ass. And I said, and then she like was being a cunt, and I was like, so I said, listen, what happens if I go walking out that door and I bump into your friend that's supposed to be coming the fuck in? Then what? I've ruined the fucking surprise. Why don't you? So my plan was everybody will jump up, yell surprise. They'll all be going up to hug him and shit like that, and I'll get out through the chaos and they won't even notice I was ever there. I'll slip out, while all that's going on. So that was my plan. Well, she was just being a bitch. So the bartender led me through the kitchen to the real Bones,
Yeah.
which was a door over. I
Oh
went
my
one door.
one forbidden door later.
But dude, after that fucking shooting happened, and then I'm there and I see everybody just hit the deck.
Oh
What the
yeah.
fuck? That's what I thought.
You're just like
You know
protocol.
what I
It's
thought was going on.
yeah, dude.
I
If
hit the
I
deck with them. If you're ever in public, regardless of what happens, and you see
Mhm.
everybody in the building all of a
Yeah,
sudden drop to the floor and hit the deck,
bro, that's like how you're like trained like to deal with like emergencies even like in elementary school. Lockdown, get hit the deck, get underneath the desk or whatever.
but I didn't
Same
know they were
shit,
having
bro.
a fucking surprise party.
Yeah, that's crazy though. But yeah, that's human instinct, of course. You see everyone doing it, you're gonna be like, okay, do I
Yeah.
gotta follow suit here?
So that was and dude, but let me tell you, I was so waited. Yesterday when we taped the old 77, which will for our listeners here will air
Mhm.
tomorrow on their channel on
Mhm.
Spotify and YouTube. Uh, you'll notice I am very hungover.
Yeah.
I got so fucking sick when by the time I was there till 1 in the morning because I'd met a girl that was there, but not like I went and met a girl, but like it's
Mhm.
it's a friend of mine that just happens to be female,
Yeah. Female
and
lady
she
friend.
was Yeah, so it's like a female lady from work,
Yes.
and she
Work.
was there, and I got to chatting with her, and then some other guy came up, and then like I was in a crowd of like 4 people that I didn't know. We're all talking together and laughing
Yeah.
together and drinking together and all this other stuff, and just having a good old time. But throughout the night, one person would leave, one new person would come in. So I had completely changed the cast of this crowd 3 or 4 times before I left.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
and it's just people was always right there where I was at, hanging out, and we were talking, having a good time. So then I started getting the spins, and I went home. And the whole ride home, I'm thinking, do not throw up in this Uber ride. And
Oh
she's
yeah.
just start,
Horrible.
stop, start, stop,
Oh, that is literally the worst, bro. 'Cause these Uber drivers
because
are just like they'll speed and then like and you're like, bro, I'm gonna fucking like die in here.
yeah, Bones is a little bit of a trap house like that because they don't have a back door.
Mm-hmm.
They only have uh, the front door.
Mm-hmm.
So when the car comes to pick you up, she comes through the alley,
Holy
picks
shit.
you up in the alley. But then there's people walking, so she
Oh
brakes. And
yeah.
you have to go like 5 miles an hour, and you're
Yeah. You're like a
stopping, start.
hopping spot there, yeah.
And the whole time I'm thinking, please don't let me throw up in this Uber,
Oh god.
because I knew it was going to be a rough one when it came, and
Yeah.
it was. And so I tried to sleep. I slept. We taped the old 77 at 3 last
Mhm.
night or yesterday. I slept, and I'd set my alarm to wake me up at 2:30 because I got up and did some activities, and then I went back to bed. I went back to bed in the middle of the day and set my alarm for 2:30. When I got up at 2:30, now I've got that hangover shit where
Oh
you start,
yeah. Yeah.
and so I had to text the boys. I'm looking at the phone now, and I'm 15 minutes into this, and I know I'm not getting up anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to text the boys and say, "Fellas, I'm gonna be late." So we didn't get to start on time, but yeah, you'll see. You'll see how hungover I was on the old 77. Well, apologizes to everybody. I don't think I fucked up the show or anything, but
Nah,
I,
man.
I was I was not in top form
Yeah.
like I like to be. We still had a great show though. I recommend everybody go listen to it.
Oh yeah. Uh, all 77. Hey, who knows? I may be coming on there soon enough.
Hell
Near
yeah!
near
Oh
distance, who
yeah,
knows? Yeah, we'll see.
that's right. We got to start. We got to start figuring out what we're gonna do. That, and you know what I'll do? I'll smoke us something when you get here.
Oh fuck yeah. I'm in.
And we'll have legal recreational weed by then because that goes into effect this week
Oh
on
shit.
Thursday.
Nice. That's a great Christmas present for y'all.
Yeah, just
Give me
in
some of
time for
that.
the
Give me
holidays.
some of that green, baby. Yeah, mom, dad, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go take a quick walk right now. Yeah,
Every
the quick
year, me
walk
and my
before
cousin,
Thanksgiving or like the Easter, whatever. Yeah, man, let's do it.
Thanksgiving, every year, me and my cousin always go for a quick walk before we eat.
Yeah, we're gonna be out back.
When we was in the mountains, I was like, "Them boys must love nature. They've been out there because we had Christmas in the mountains, and at least 4 times during that Christmas in the mountains with the whole family together.
Mhm.
Uh, just about every day, about noon, right before we'd eat, me and my cousin would go for a walk. And them boys love nature. And then my other cousin, who's our age, she comes pulling up, or she drives up around the corner because all we did was walk around the corner where you couldn't see us no more and fired up a joint. And I guess she figured, I bet if I go around this corner, that's exactly where those boys are hiding. So she comes around now. Like I said, she's our age though,
Mhm.
but not like our parents or our grandparents' age. Like we're now the old people that are hiding so that the kids don't see us doing shit more than we're worried about the grown ups seeing us.
Yeah.
So Lauren pulls around the corner and she goes, "Hi, caught you smoking, didn't I?" And because we saw the car coming, so we were over there and I'd already had the joint hid. So she comes around and is like, "Caught you smoking, didn't I?" And I was like, well, since we're caught." Yeah, they know. Everybody knows. It's pretty obvious when we come back red eyed and giggling.
Oh yeah.
But we're going to be together this Christmas. I'm looking forward to it. So, which means you guys are going to get some pre taped content from us in a few
Yes.
weeks.
Blitzgiving.
But it all ends with our could be our New Year's special if we really wanted to go that route and call it that. But the first
Yeah.
show of 2023
Yeah.
is our 200th episode.
It's very close. We're literally a month away.
Yeah.
4
And
weeks, yeah, give or take.
so we'll have more on that in the upcoming episodes. But
Yeah,
as is tradition, you will all be a part of that and
definitely.
the creation of that episode. So stay tuned to find out how you can help us create the perfect 200th episode.
Yeah.
And hopefully nothing bad will happen where Axel will throw a mic or something and get more
Yeah.
bullshit taken on, get more shit taken away from us.
Yeah. Practice
But
mic safety, eh?
that's right.
There
So
you go.
speaking of taking away, it just so happens that a thing of shit getting taken from us. It just so happens our song of the day is "Take It Away" by Slash's Snake Pit. Should we get into it?
Yeah, let's get right into it and take this song off the list and give it a review.
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
You and I have been playing this game for so damn long, and I don't know why.
I have a feeling I'm going to get hit in the face.
So I
Put your face shield on. Okay.
I thought it was just going to boom. This is nice though.
Yeah. Very Slash riff already, you can tell.
Oh yeah, I like this. It's starting off very hot to me.
Yeah, I like the riff, man. It's good. It does sound like something that GNR could have used in the early 90s.
I know, right?
It's over and all our friends are gone. Wasn't something I said. Did we have too much fun? Guess you missed it. Look around. It's never used to blame for bringing everyone down. It's never used to blame for setting the stage. You want it your way. Come on, why don't you take it away? Take it away, come on, take it away. Take it away, take it away. Take it away, why don't you take it away? Take it away.
All right, we're gonna pause for a second.
Yeah.
Oh man, so far so good. I'm enjoying the hell out of this. It's got a little bluesiness to it.
Yeah, I
It's
love
also
the
got
riff. Man, this is really good. And it does
What
sound
year
like.
did-
Sorry. You're asking what year? This was 95 or 96? When
What
did
were you
this-
about to say though? What was your thought?
I was, yeah, because I mentioned before, like, this is something that could have definitely been like a GNR song in the early 90s. I think it could also be like a decent Velvet Revolver song, even. Because I could imagine
Yeah.
like Scott Weiland singing on this too.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing I hate about Slash and Miles Kennedy stopping doing old Snake Pit and Velvet Revolver and GNR shit.
Yeah. Like, I get like
Just
the GNR
because-
stuff now because, like, oh, you just go pay to see him in GNR. Sure.
Yeah, cut out the GNR shit, fine, but don't take away the Snake Pit.
Yeah.
So
Like,
many
that stuff's
good
so
songs.
underrated.
And Velvet Revolver.
Mhm.
Like Axel ain't gonna be playing fucking. Fuck, I can't think of one off the top of my head, but Dirty Little Thing any goddamn time
Yeah.
soon.
At least do like Fall to Pieces. Like, that's
Yeah,
cool.
Fall to
Like, I
Pieces.
like, even when they did Slither, like with the Conspirators, did a pretty good job covering Slither.
They did
do,
a
like,
great
a couple
job.
of hits. Yeah, do a couple of those, like a couple of the hits even. You know, you don't have to throw in like some random deep cut, but even just that, even just to like whet the appetite and satisfy a lot of the
Yeah.
more in the know hardcore fans who like have been following the music since X amount of time.
Well, that's who's going to be at fucking Slash and Miles Kennedy also anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be a Slash fan, and because they don't draw near as big of a crowd as Guns N' Roses does, so you
Yeah.
got to be a fan to go.
Yeah, because they play smaller venues anyways. That's sort of Slash's sort of like excuse to like still play the clubs, I guess, that he always loves to do. So
I mean, I can understand that. It's a lot more of an intimate setting,
yeah,
and you get a lot more feedback, and it's you don't have to fuck with a lot of production or anything. You know, I mean, it's a different beast because
Mhm.
it's less of a job and more of a fun night out.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna hit play.
Rumors going around, nothing said from my mouth. Why would you think it's you? It's hitting too close to home now. Is it me or you? Who carries the weight to deal with your pain? And don't you hate it too? Your smallness and traits all the same. Come take it away.
I'm gonna pause for a second. Do you got lyrics for us this week?
I do got lyrics. So interesting about this, according like, 'cause I usually go to like genius.com for the lyrics. So the description it says, "Take It Away" is the 10th song off of Snakepit's debut album. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Lyrics were entirely written by Slash, which is very rare. I mean, usually collaborates with someone like for lyric wise stuff,
Yeah.
but he entirely wrote this song, and it says it's most likely directed at Axl Rose, being written a year before he left Guns N' Roses. And as I'll read through the
Is
lyrics
this one?
here right now, you can definitely see.
Is this one of the ones he presented to Axel that Axel
Maybe.
didn't want?
Well, yeah, this whole album was basically his stuff that he presented to Axl. That Axl was like, oh, maybe only a handful of things. You know, probably
Right on.
maybe just gave him demos or something. Nothing was ever written.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So this
Yeah.
is one of those tracks that could have been a GNR song.
yeah, and it definitely does sound like it. But let's get into lyrics here. You and I have been playing this game for so damn long, and I don't know why. These cards are too old, so I'm gonna fold. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, yeah. And then that's just the intro. Verse 1 goes, Party's all over, party's over, and all our friends are gone. Was it something I said? Did we have too much fun? Guess you missed it. Look around. It's never you who's to blame for bringing everyone down. It's never you who's to blame for setting the stage. You want it your way. Come on, come on, come on. Why don't you take it away?
Well, there you go. Sounds like might be about a lot of things to me, though.
Yeah, definitely. And if you look at like a lot of like people even submit like like other notes and stuff, like annotations on Genius as well. And it does sound like it could be about Axel. It also could be about like some chick. So who knows?
Yeah. You never really know.
You never really know with this band. I mean, like you wouldn't know if it was about a chick if you heard like I don't know Slash banging some chick and she's moaning, a la Rocket Queen.
Rocket Queen. Yeah.
Take it away.
They should just edit in chicks moaning and having sex in all of the songs and make that a gimmick.
Yeah, bring the quote unquote bitches from coma back.
Yeah. And don't you cry tonight. There's a heaven above you, baby. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
GNR, ladies and gentlemen, the #1 leading brand of audio softcore porn in rock and roll.
Oh, man, that's hilarious. I'm going to hit play.
Take it away, why don't you take it away? Take it away, why don't you take it away? Take it away, come on and take it away. Take it away.
track has a
Alright,
killer
alright.
guitar solo. Who's the singer for this track?
This is, I think it's Eric Dover, I think. Was part of the
Eric
first name.
Dover?
Yeah.
I knew this was before,
Yeah, it was Eric Dover.
what's the other guy? Rod Jackson.
Yeah. This is Snake Pit when it was still like mostly GNR guys. You had Slash, Mad, and Gilby.
Have been doing the time for all of your crimes, and I don't know why. It don't make sense. It seems such a waste of time. Bye bye.
So wait, Gilby's in this?
Yeah, he was part of the first incarnation of Snake Pit. 'Cause I think this was probably after he got fired from GNR. So that's
Oh, wow.
I still like you, man. Let's make some whatever shit.
Is Matt Sorum in this?
Matt Sorum was in this, yeah.
This is like a prototype Velvet Revolver.
In a way, yeah.
I mean, you didn't have Duff yet, but once you got
Yeah.
Duff, I mean,
Yeah, I think they got the basis from Alice in Chains. Mike Bonez, I think, was part of this incarnation of GNR.
oh, okay. Well, there you go, folks. I have not listened to it again. Well, there you go, folks. Take it away by Slash's Snake Pit, and we're gonna share our final thoughts on this particular track and close the book on it. So,
Yeah.
who's going first this time? How have
Um,
we been determining that in the last few weeks?
I don't know. We've done a rock, paper, scissors, but I will volunteer myself as tribute to go first this week. So,
Alrighty, well here you go.
yeah.
Well,
Oh,
shit.
well, here
Hang
you
on.
go. Oh, no, now here I go. Here we go. Yeah, this is a freaking a solid Snake Pit track. I mean, a lot of Snake Pit stuff we listened to. I think we listened more to the second Snake Pit album compared to the first one.
Yeah, I don't
But
recall
it's
a lot of the first one.
yeah, we did like Beggars and Hangers on a couple other ones, but they're still really good tracks. Like this is very surprising too with this one. Just like that the riff, I love the riff plays throughout. You know that
Mm,
um I like how it could both work. Like you could sort of envision this as like, yeah, even though this album was basically known for being like, here's some Slash demos that he made for GNR, you can definitely see this as like a GNR song. A couple of the other ones, I think, on this album, not really as much so, but this one definitely. Just from that riff,
Now,
you want some more of that hard rock, sort of like User Illusion 1 kind of style.
now that you mention that riff, let me ask you something. Is that similar to what would become Slash's version of the opening riff to Better?
No, that sounds a little different. Maybe in a different key or something. That sounds different to me.
Maybe it's the same guitar.
So yeah, it goes dun 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 do 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 do. Yeah, it's totally different. It's more of like a sped up um thing. I think it's totally different. To
Okay.
me at least, it sounds different. Like this is much more like, like keeping the beat like do 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 like a like kind of
Yeah.
like that kind of. It's more like 4x4 rock and roll,
Oh
little
wait,
blues in there.
I'm thinking of something else. I was thinking of fucking Coma. Never
Yeah,
mind.
no. But this is a very solid song. Like I said, you can definitely envision this as like what could have been like a GNR song, and also even like as a Velvet Revolver song too. I feel like I could definitely hear either Axl or Scott Weiland singing the lyrics on this one. And for that, I think it does add points. It does add sort of some credibility to it. And we always say like Snake Pit stuff is underrated, so high praises for this song. For me, it's almost perfect. It's not totally perfect though. I would say a 4 out of 5. I think is pretty fair to say.
All right. Well, I am in a very similar boat. I did rather enjoy this song. Which coming from this particular album, it's not one I've listened to all that much because I really kind of have heard that this album does kind of suck. And I don't know though, because I don't agree that this is a sucky song by any means. Now,
No,
would I
no.
turn it on? I probably not if I wasn't looking for it. If we weren't doing the show, I never would have discovered it probably.
Yeah, definitely.
But I did like it, and I thought it was great. I think I'm feeling generous too. I think I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 also. So, but what do you guys think? Is this too similar to Coma, or is this what do you think? Just head over to gunsonradio.com if you are not already in our Discord, where you can get your
Yeah.
invite to come join the conversation on Discord. And you're going to be want to watching out on our Twitter, because here in a couple of days we're going to be having us an announcement on how you can help us
Ooh.
and be a part of episode 200. So
Yeah,
your
man.
voice
Or
will
hit us
be
up on
heard.
yeah, on all our socials there, guys. Gunsonradio.com. You can find the links to all our stuff where we are in there. Find the links to the entire
Oh,
archives are now all in playlists. So it's you can listen from season one onwards in playlist style. Everyone loves a playlist these days. So
damn
welcome to
straight.
streaming. Yeah. So everything's there, guys, if you ever need. Also, links below too. Send us a voice message. If you're listening to us on Anchor, whatever, send us a voice message. Send us any sort of love and stuff. We'll give you a shout out. We'll play your message on the show. We'll read some of your nice tweets, and hey, maybe even some of your mean tweets if you really piss me off enough.
But
Maybe.
let's see. Let's have a little sneak peek at what's coming next week. You
Yeah.
ready? You ready
On the
for it?
wheel.
You ready for it?
I'm ready, man.
Good to be alive. Snake Pit.
The wheel must have they must have heard us talking about them.
Yeah.
I was like,
Good to
oh,
be
you like
alive.
that?
More
Well,
from this
good. We're
album
gonna.
too. All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
How
this
much?
is
What have
also
we done from? What have we
from
done from
this
this album?
Beggars and Hangers On. We did Doing Fine. I'm trying to remember. We just did Take It Away.
Yeah.
I think I think maybe like one or two other songs, but I just can't remember off the top of my head right now. So we haven't
Well,
done
we will
much
be.
from here. So it could be Snake Pit
Well,
month for December. Who knows?
you never know, man. You never fucking know with this random ass wheel. It could be anything, man. Don't know
Exactly.
what we're gonna do, but
You never know.
we also don't know what we're gonna do yet for Saturday. But tune in anyway for Shotcast Saturday,
Yeah, man.
and yeah, be sure to come back next week, man. But I think we've gone an hour. I've got to check my meat anyway, so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
unfortunately time for us to bid you adieu.
Yeah, Dustin's
So
got to check on his meat to beat. So until
that's
then,
right.
guys, let's send him home happy, baby.